Title: Taylor Swift crashes and burns after Travis Kelce sets scary conditions for engagement, **. The world buzzed with excitement as Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce's whirlwind romance captivated fans. Dubbed Tavis by the media, their relationship seemed picture perfect. However, behind closed doors, cracks were forming. The proposal plan. Travis had hinted at a grand proposal during an interview, and Taylor's closest friends whispered that she was expecting the big question soon. But what no one knew was that Travis had conditions, ones he hadn't yet revealed to Taylor. The conditions. One chilly November evening, Travis invited Taylor to a private dinner at his Kansas City mansion. The table was set with candles, a 5-course meal, and a velvet box that screamed, "engagement ring." Taylor's heart raced as he reached for the box. But instead of dropping to one knee, Travis took a deep breath and said, "Before I propose, there are a few things we need to discuss." Taylor's smile faltered. "Discuss what?" "Conditions for our engagement," Travis replied, his tone serious. He laid out 3 shocking demands. 1. Step away from music for a year. Travis explained, "Your touring and recording schedule makes it impossible for us to start a family or even spend quality time together. I need you to put us first, just for a little while." 2. No songs about our relationship. Travis hesitated but pressed on. "I've seen what happens when your relationships become fodder for your music. I don't want us to be the subject of your next breakup album." 3. Move to Kansas City permanently. "Being with me means embracing my world, Taylor," he said. "You can't split your time between LA, New York, and Nashville anymore." Taylor's reaction. Taylor was stunned. Her life revolved around her career, and these demands felt like an ultimatum. "Travis, I love you, but you can't ask me to give up everything I've worked for," she said, tears welling up. Travis stood firm. "I'm not asking you to give it up forever, just to prioritize us for once." The dinner ended in a tense silence. Taylor left that night without giving Travis an answer. The fallout. Word of their private argument leaked, sparking a media frenzy. Taylor Swift faces engagement ultimatum, headlines blared. Fans were divided. Some sided with Travis, calling him reasonable, while others rallied behind Taylor, accusing him of being controlling. Taylor, heartbroken, channeled her feelings into a surprise single titled "Crash and Burn." The lyrics described the weight of expectations and the pain of compromising oneself for love. It became an instant hit, but it also confirmed the rumors. Tavis was over. The aftermath. Taylor and Travis released a joint statement. "We deeply care for each other but have realized our priorities don't align at this time. We ask for privacy as we move forward separately." Though the relationship ended, Taylor emerged stronger, proving once again that she could turn heartbreak into art. As for Travis, he remained focused on his football career, but fans wondered if he regretted the conditions he'd set. Epilogue. Months later, Taylor embarked on her Crash and Burn tour, her most personal yet. And as she sang the emotional ballad that told the story of her failed engagement, fans couldn't help but cheer. She had crashed, burned, and risen from the ashes, just as she always did. Title: Crash and Burn. Taylor Swift's shocking fall after Travis Kelce's scary engagement demands, **. It was a storybook romance, the kind Taylor Swift had sung about for years. Taylor Swift, the ultimate girl next door pop sensation, and Travis Kelce, the towering, charismatic football star. Their relationship had been the subject of intense media scrutiny, but no one could deny their undeniable chemistry. They were the couple everyone wanted to root for, but no one knew that behind closed doors, things were unraveling faster than anyone could imagine. It all started at the beginning of the summer, when Travis surprised Taylor with a weekend getaway to a secluded cabin in the mountains. The picturesque backdrop seemed to be the perfect setting for a fairy tale proposal. However, there was a hidden twist in the air. As they walked hand in hand through the pine trees, Travis turned to her with a look that was anything but romantic. "Taylor, we need to talk," Travis said, his voice unusually serious. Taylor, always the optimist, was quick to brush off his tone. "What is it, babe? You know we can talk about anything." But Travis wasn't laughing this time. His eyes, once full of warmth, were cold and calculating. He took a deep breath, then let out a sigh that seemed to echo through the trees. "I've been thinking a lot about this, about us. I love you, but there are some conditions I need to lay down before we can move forward," he said. Taylor blinked, the weight of his words sinking in. "Conditions?" she echoed. "Travis, What do you mean? Travis's expression remained unreadable as he began to lay out his demands. I need you to understand that this is more than just a relationship. My life is chaotic. Between football, endorsements, and the constant media attention, I need someone who can handle it all. I need you to step away from your career. The tours, the constant social media posts, it all has to stop. You need to focus on being the partner I need, not the superstar everyone loves. Taylor's heart sank. She had spent her entire life building her career. Music was her soul, her lifeblood. The idea of giving it all up for someone, especially someone who was asking her to change so drastically, was unfathomable. But she loved Travis, or at least, she thought she did. Travis, I can't just quit everything, she said, her voice trembling. You know how much my fans mean to me. My music, it's who I am. Travis's gaze hardened. Then maybe we're not meant to be. I need someone who can handle being in my world. If you can't let go of yours, I can't be with you. Days turned into weeks, and Taylor found herself torn. She loved Travis, but she wasn't sure if she could sacrifice her identity for him. The media frenzy around their relationship only grew more intense, and behind the scenes, Taylor began to feel like a shadow of herself. She pulled back from her tour and social media, trying to appease Travis, but it never seemed to be enough. The tension between them mounted, each conversation a battle of wills. Then, one night, it all exploded. It was a red carpet event for one of Travis's charity galas. Taylor, looking radiant in a gown, stood beside him, but the smiles were strained. The cameras flashed, capturing their every move, but behind closed doors, Travis's frustrations had reached a boiling point. I told you to stop posting those photos, Travis snapped, his voice low but furious. You're not getting it. This isn't just about us anymore, it's about my career too. And you keep making everything about you. Taylor recoiled as if struck. I never asked for this. I'm trying to support you, but you're making it impossible. The argument escalated, and as the night went on, Taylor realized the reality of their relationship was far different from the fairy tale she had dreamed of. It was no longer about love, it was about control. And she couldn't be controlled. The following week, Taylor made the heartbreaking decision to break up with Travis. She knew she couldn't continue in a relationship where she was being asked to change who she was at her core. In a statement released to the press, Taylor announced that she and Travis had decided to part ways, amicably. But the damage had already been done. Her fans rallied around her, but the media frenzy surrounding her breakup with Travis turned toxic. Headlines splashed across every tabloid. Taylor Swift crashes and burns. The cost of trying to fit into Travis Kelce's world. The breakup became the inspiration for her next album, where Taylor poured her pain, her anger, and her heartbreak into the music. The songs were raw, emotional, and brutally honest about her experiences in love, about losing herself in someone else's expectations. The album shattered records, but even as she topped the charts once more, the scars of her relationship with Travis remained. Title: Crash and Burn. Taylor Swift's engagement nightmare, ***. Once upon a time, in a world where love and fame intertwined like a complicated melody, Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce's relationship had captured the world's attention. Their whirlwind romance had seemed like the perfect fairy tale. A pop princess and a football titan, both at the top of their games. But beneath the glittering surface, something darker was lurking. It all began when Travis, always known for his confidence on and off the field, started talking about their future. Taylor, ever the romantic, had imagined a proposal that would rival the grandest love stories. But Travis, it seemed, had different plans. He wasn't just thinking about a ring, he had set some scary, unexpected conditions for their engagement. It started casually enough. One night, while sitting on the balcony of their private villa, sipping wine and watching the sunset, Travis dropped the bombshell. "Babe, I've been thinking," he said, his voice steady but serious. "I want us to be happy, but there are a few things I need from you before we get engaged." Taylor's heart skipped a beat. She had dreamed of a proposal, a romantic surprise, but this felt off. "What kind of things?" she asked, her voice betraying her curiosity and unease. Travis looked out at the horizon, his expression unreadable. "I need you to step back from your career for a while. No more tours, no more big music videos. I want to focus on us, and I don't think the world can handle both of us at the top. If you want to marry me, you'll need to choose." Taylor felt her stomach twist. Was he asking her to choose between him and her passion? Her heart had always been in her music, but Travis's world was just as demanding. "I can't do that," she whispered, her voice barely audible. "My career is who I am." Travis's jaw tightened. "It's not forever. Just a break, a chance for us to build something real. I'm not asking for much, just your full attention." But to Taylor, it felt like everything. She was used to making her own choices, being her own person. She had worked too hard to get where she was. The idea of giving it all up for a man, even one she loved deeply, terrified her. The tension between them grew, but they continued seeing each other, each date feeling more strained than the last. Travis's conditions didn't stop there. He demanded that Taylor tone down her public image. "You've got to be more Travis's fiancée than Taylor Swift, pop star," he insisted. "I need you to blend into my world." Every part of Taylor's identity was on the line. Could she be the woman Travis wanted, or would she lose herself in the process? The breaking point came one evening at an exclusive party in New York City. Taylor had dressed in a sparkling, bold gown, ready to stand out as herself, an icon in her own right. But Travis, ever the controlling partner, demanded she change. "You need to wear something more subtle," he said, his tone sharp. "People are looking at us like we're the circus." Taylor felt humiliated, trapped in a gilded cage she had built for herself. The paparazzi flashed their cameras, catching the tension in their eyes. She wanted to scream, to run away, but she stayed silent. The realization hit her like a ton of bricks. She was no longer in control of her life. She had given up too much of herself to be with him. That night, Taylor walked away from Travis. It was a decision that shattered both their worlds. She canceled her engagement, but it wasn't just the end of her relationship with Travis. It was the end of an idealized vision of love. Taylor needed to rebuild, on her own terms. As she flew back home, her phone buzzed non-stop with texts from friends, fans, and family. The media was in a frenzy, calling it the biggest crash and burn of 2024. But for Taylor, it was a rebirth. No longer would she bend to anyone's will. She would be the architect of her own future. In the end, the world learned a powerful lesson. Even in the midst of fame and fortune, love should never require you to lose yourself. And Taylor Swift, once again, emerged stronger, wiser, and ready to write the next chapter of her life, on her terms.